Hi, this is Mary Neal. I'm here at Care 2. The hackers know that I want to place a comment at Care 2 that has to do with the upcoming execution of Jeff Wood, a mentally ill man on Texas death row under the law of parties. That means that Texas knows that Jeff Wood never killed anyone. In fact, he was not at the scene of the murder. He was outside sitting in a truck the way he had been told to do, while the man who he went with to the store went inside and robbed and killed a clerk. Jeff Wood didn't necessarily know that a robbery and murder were happening, but they're ready to kill him for being with a killer, and that's called the law of parties. Anyway, Care 2 uh, loves animals, but as far as I can tell, they don't care much about people. They don't particularly like this internet site being used for human rights, but animal rights are okay. So I have my password right here, and there's my sign in, and that's where you can write to me, MaryLovesJustice at gmail.com. And here's my password. I'm clicking log in. You hear me? Click, click, click. It's not letting me log in. It said, or log in with Facebook. Let's try that. I usually don't do that because I don't like sharing information, but okay, they let me log in with Facebook, not my own password. Okay, isn't that interesting? So I'm going to put the information, and now they say, save your password. I don't know which one that is. So I'll say never. I don't know whether they're trying to save Facebook as a login or whether they're trying to save my own. If it was my own, it would be okay. So new topic. And the new topic is I'm typing, but sometimes they use a slow down barriers where your words don't show automatically when you type them. You might type a letter and it show up maybe 2 minutes later. That's what I call a slow down barriers. And I'll put top. And we'll go ahead and put it right here. And it says killing citizens without criticism. I'll say killing, especially. They do it on all death penalty cases that I handle, advocacy for, but particularly for mentally ill ones. With mentally ill people on death row, they really don't want you talking about that. And it says killing mentally ill citizens without criticism. At Blogger, our Dog Justice for Mentally Ill blog is apparently taken over by hackers. And I'll take the pound sign off. Like my Care 2 assistance to the incarcerated mentally ill group is. In fact, I started the Dog Justice for Mentally Ill blog because hackers had so thoroughly taken over our site here at Care 2 that it was absolutely virtually unusable for me. It wasn't useful. And I became concerned when they started not only attacking me at Care 2, but they started attacking my members at Care 2. And some of my members are people with various mental diseases. And they were getting very upset. They were really losing it. And so I didn't want them going to do anything to Randy or some of these people at Care 2. So I just stopped using it much for the safety of my members, some of whom were very distressed when they'd write something and submit it and it would disappear instead of submitting and they'd have to write it all over again. I captured all that on film for myself and I told them that I was going to expose the censorship we were undergoing at Care 2, but some of them were upset nonetheless. Anyway, getting back to Jeff Wood, I say, as usual, they don't want advocacy for Jeff Wood, a mentally ill man on death row in Texas, whose execution date is to be August 24th, 2016. The article about him has been rendered invisible at our Dog Justice for Mentally Ill blog. I notified his sister, Terry Bean, through Facebook. The family should sue regarding sabotage against advocacy for Jeff Wood if Texas kills him. I copied and pasted the same article to my Human Rights for Prisoners March blog, and I have the link here. I say, please try to email me at MaryLovesJustice@gmail.com if they won't let you read it. If they let you, email me. Or try to call me at 678-531-0262. Sometimes COINTELPRO makes it hard to contact me. I'm America's most censored Mary Neal, and you can look up an article by that name. So since it's a name of an article, I'll go ahead and add my little quotes. I'm America's most censored Mary Neal. They learned how to censor Americans by censoring me. I would appreciate it if you try to contact me because many other mental patients are at risk for execution or death by police and prison guards. I don't know if somebody rich needs Jeff Wood's organs or what the reason is for killing him in August. Perhaps the elite just love to kill the mentally ill, like I said. Some people eat human organs. Nobody found the missing organs from Oklahoma's tortured death penalty victim, Clayton Lockett, who was 38. He died in a botched execution on April 29, 2014. Remember, they learned how to censor you by censoring me. I've been under horrible censorship for over a decade because I advocate for the mentally ill in prison, and I didn't even know it when I was starting, but it turns out that the mentally ill are the bread and butter of the prison industrial complex. Over half the prisoners in America are mental patients. So when I advocate for their release and that they be treated as inpatients or outpatients instead of inmates, I was just really, rocking these prison investors' world. I didn't even know that prisons had been privatized when I began. And when I found out, I thought it was horrible. And it is completely horrible that you Americans allow judges to be prison investors. It's horrible. I'm going to go ahead and make this a link if they let me. Real quickly. I'm going to select for it to to open a new window, but if you go